The Greek philosopher Aristotle, many years ago, before Christ, he said, the pursuit of happiness is the only thing that humans desire for its own sake. I repeat, the pursuit of happiness is the only thing that humans desire for its own sake. And as I read this, a question came up to my mind, to myself, and I said, could it be that this is the reason why so many people do not find happiness, are depressed, that they have lost this desire for its own sake and put something else instead? Did we put money instead in our pursuit for happiness? Did we put work instead of our pursuit for happiness? Did we put our addiction as first in our pursuit for happiness? And we can all put these questions to ourselves if we are not happy with our life. And today Jesus brings us back in track into our pursuit for this happiness. Someone said that the Beatitudes were not given to increase our knowledge and admire the poetic beauty of the words that we have just heard, but they were given to us to change our lives. Because when we hear these beautiful and romantic and rhythmical words, happy are the poor in spirit, happy are the gentle, they earn the word, happy those who mourn, happy those who hunger and thirst what is right, they shall be satisfied. It's so beautiful, so poetic, and so nice to hear. But then, do we do it? Do we live it? And sometimes we get discouraged because when we hear it, we say, how is it possible for me to do all this? And sometimes we believe that to find happiness, we need to do it all, as Jesus explained in the Beatitudes. Remember that these Beatitudes were not said by Jesus at one go, in one sermon, as it is called the Sermon on the Mount. This was written after Jesus had gone to heaven, and after the disciples who were writing the Gospels got together, and they brought out these principles, these tips, so to say, for good living. Not only for us Christians who believe in God, but for human beings. Because this is a charter, this is a Magna Carta for all living, to find peace and happiness in our life. And not to be discouraged by all that we have just heard and think that we are so bad and so in pursuit of other things instead of God that we will never be happy. We look for saints, for people who tried to live these Beatitudes in their own life. I remember one phrase, one sentence given to us by Mother Teresa. She said, "Do ordinary things in an extraordinary way." That is, give your love to all what you do, whether it's work, whether it's pleasure, whether it's enjoyment, whether it's sickness. Give everything, whether it's relationship, whatever you do that is good, even the most ordinary thing, do it in an extraordinary way. And if we had to paraphrase all that Jesus has told us in this way of living he proposed to us, we can add to them at the end one word: love. Do everything with love. And another saintly man whom I admire is Pope John the 23rd, that old Pope who opened doors and windows for the church to go out in the world at 83-year-old man. This man, the saintly man, has also found difficulty in living all his life the Beatitudes that Jesus proposed. And instead, as we normally do with people in addictions, instead he proposed something different. Don't do it, don't try to do it all your life. Do it for just one day. And this is what he proposed. Only for today, I will seek to live lifelong day positively, without wishing to solve the problems of my life all at once. Because sometimes we are so enthusiastic. We go to solve all the problems all at once. No. Go one by one. And for this day, and today. Number 2, only for today, I will take the greatest care of my appearance. Taking a shower in the morning, groom my hair, do everything to appear nice and happy to others. I will dress modestly. I will not raise my voice. I will be courteous in my behavior. I will not criticize anyone. I will not claim to improve or to discipline anyone except myself. This is very important, because we very often tend to try to correct and criticize and improve the life of others, but we rarely go inside ourselves to improve and to set well our lives. Just for one day, try to do it for yourself. Another tip, only for today, I will be happy in the certainty that I was created to be happy, not only in the other world, but also in this one. Sometimes when we are very down, we might say, yes, if I am depressed, if I am not happy, I wait until I die, I offer everything what I am going through, and then I will be happy in the next one. No. Christ wants us to be happy now, at this moment. Because he told us, I came to give you my life, and life to the full. Living fulfillment and living life to the full means you are happy. Happy with your family, happy with your work, happy with your health, happy with your team winning, although we didn't win yesterday, but anyhow. I mean, it is in our life that we want to be happy. And when we are not happy, we try. We try. Even for one day, as John Paul the 23rd tried to do it. Try to live happy for one day. Only for today, I will adapt to circumstances without requiring all circumstances to be adapted to my wishes. How difficult this is. Only for this day, I make a promise today I am ready to adapt myself to all that the family needs, even the plate I don't like, even the children shouting, even the annoyance while I'm watching football. Everything. I am to adapt to the circumstances that come up to me instead of adapt to my own wishes, just for one day. Only for today, I devote 10 minutes of my time to some good reading, remembering that just as food is necessary to the life of the body, so good reading is necessary to the life of the soul. So good reading is very important. Open the Bible just once for the day and read something good for the soul. Only for today, I will do one good deed and not tell anyone about it. Very often when we do some good deeds, we go to tell everyone, I did this, I did that. But do one good deed, but don't tell anyone about it. Only for today, I will make a plan for myself. I will not follow it to the letter, but I will make it, and I will be on guard against two evils, hastiness and indecision. Very often I rush in my things. Today I take it easy, I go slowly. And be decisive in what you do. Only for today, I will firmly believe, despite appearances, that the good providence of God cares for me, as no one else who exists in the world. This is very important. For today, I need to believe all the time that God cares for me, that God knows that I exist, that God is interested in my life, that God wants me to be happy. Keep it in mind for one day, and it makes a difference in that day. Only for today, I will have no fears. In particular, I will not be afraid to enjoy what is beautiful and to believe in goodness. Sometimes looking around us, we are depressed because we see so much violence, so much injustices, so many problems, so many bad news that we hear. But for this day, I believe that there is happiness, that happiness exists, that beauty exists, and I enjoy it to the full. I can certainly do what I might cause me consternation were I to believe I had to do it all my life. He said, this is John Paul, his humility. You know, although I'm making these promises and propositions for me to do them all for one day, I can never do them every day. And it's the same with us. But even if we do it once, that's already pleasing to God and brings happiness to ourselves. And you know, once we have tasted this kind of happiness that God gives us, we are bound to go back to it one day or other, even if it is after another week or another month or another year. But you remember how happy and serene you were on the day that you tried your best to observe these commandments, these beatitudes, and you will try to do them again. God bless you.